Hey there, and it's double feature Thursday. Who knew, right? I wasn't even sure. So yesterday I know I wanted to make a couple cards for you, and then I got called out to do green card. I got called up for Lots of Rides, which is totally fine. That needs to be my priority this time of year, but sometimes what I have intentions for doesn't always work. So even though I kind of was like, hey, I hope I can make a second card today for you guys and just keep rolling, because my goal is to get things cleaned up too, because I have so many things. Like the more I can get cleaned up, then the more work I can do going forward to get ready for my upcoming classes too. So here is a card that I love, and the gals really seem to love in Fairmont when we put this together for the class there. So that is using the Winter Meadow, let me guess, yeah, Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. So this is card now number 3 from the Fairmont, yes, I'm looking at what I have left. Card number 3 out of the 6 from the Fairmont Community Ed class. So let me get my camera turned around so that I can show you the card better up front here. So hopefully this isn't like overwhelming to have more than one video in a day. Hey there, Donna. But for me it works, and for you guys, I know you can always watch replay, right? Okay, so here it is. Very, very simple card. So I did a card similar to this at my class in my house. So if you can see, I kind of just swapped out the colors a little bit, but it's actually the same Designer Series paper. So this one had basic gray. Today I'm going to show you a similar layout with a pebbled path using that same painted texture 3D embossing folder and such, and kind of the same card measurements, putting my sentiments in different spaces and such. And this kind of is showcasing the Designer Series paper, where this has it more of a background there for you too. So hi there, Pam. Thanks for your text. Hi, Tabitha. Thanks for checking in again. So I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to make this one for you. So the for you, get it? I'm making this for you, for you. Okay. So the so happy to celebrate you, which I'm going to put on the inside, and the for you is from that Layering Leaves from the annual catalog. And I've just been using this tons and tons. And this punch that coordinates with it was out for like months. It sold out about the same time as the Trucking Along punch and bundle, and it came back about the same time too. So I can't wait now that I have this to put some things together. I think this might even make just some fun greenery sprigs for Christmas cards too. But anyway, the sentiments for today's card comes from there. And then the other stamp that I'm using is only on the inside, and I feel like that deer just fits kind of that silhouette here that is right within the Designer Series paper. It just fits it so well. And so that is from Grassy Grove. So using 2 stamp sets, but just kind of very subtly, not having that be like the main intent of the card at all. So there again, you can purchase this paper because it's back in stock, yay, and just use what you have for stamp sets too. This Designer Series paper, the Winter Meadow, kind of, this will give you a glimpse of what it is. It's from the mini catalog right now, and it, like I said, it was sold out back in, sold out, and now it's currently back in. I honestly just checked before I came live. So I did cut off the strips. This is cut here 3 by 5 inches, and it was part of a 12 by 12. So on each side, so I could cut off like at the 5 inches and then take the 12 by 12 and cut off 5 inches and then section it actually to where I could get silhouettes of the deer. So I kind of have scraps and pieces. It wasn't like an easy cut because some of it just had the trees, and these I think will make fun little strips if I can find ways to use those. I kind of have some ideas, but this could make some cute fun folds too. And then this was like on the back side too, just some shaded, it almost looks like mold growing. I don't know if you have black mold or something, like you won't want to see this maybe, but the back side's almost so light that you can't even see the texture. But this is kind of the leftover pieces of what I was working with the Winter Meadow, but really pretty papers. People have loved that whole suite, and especially the paper. And oh, Tabitha says the Forever Forest trees inside was my vision. Yes, that would be a great one to put with it too. Very good, very good. So let me put this together because it won't take long at all. Ahead of time, I took my painted texture 3D embossing folder and I just scored my card stock in half, the card base, and ran that through ahead of time for everybody in the class. That just made it simpler than trying to provide all the instruction of, hey, score your cardstock in half, run it through, look for the score to know, where to stop, where to start with running that through. So that gives a nice, fun texture there. And with this deer being like, this deer is looking one way, this is the other, just different slices of the designer series paper, but all very similar. And so this is already ready to go. I don't have to do any stamping. And that's, like I said, that back side that looks kind of interesting. Okay, so this is ready to go on my layered mat here. And that is going to be the smoky slate color. And that is cut 3 1/4 then by 5 1/4 here. And before I put this or attach this to my card, I'm going to put some of the Baker's Twine. And from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack, we've got kind of all of our neutrals, tones, blacks, whites, the crumb cake, the vanilla. And so, of course, to just throw in some gray is perfect as well. So just going to wrap that around like so, and just have a little bit, it's a little bit different color gray, but it fits perfect just because there's so many tones going on within the card itself. So let me just tie this around, I tied it around or wrapped it around twice. And for those that know me, I'm not big on bows, but always a knot, almost always a knot. So I'm just going to snip off the little bit of extra here, making sure that looks like it's even, like so. And got that going. And now I can just flip this over because of kind of the heavy texture that the 3D embossing folder gives it. I like to pop this layer up with some dimensionals just to give it kind of some lift and know that it's going to stick well here, like so. And then I don't have a lot of layering pieces that I want to pop up on top. So because of that, I'm going to put a couple dimensionals in the middle. Sometimes I go away from doing extra dimensionals in the middle if I have layers that are going to be popped up on top of this just for mailing it through our postal system to add less bulk. But today it'll work. So let me just kind of center that like so, and you can see how easy this card comes together. It's one of those that people kind of sit down and they get ready to assemble the card with me, and they're like, oh, this is all we do, just, add a little bit of this, stamp here, and it's kind of done. So the next thing that I did for them at the class is I die cut these cute little banner flags here, and that's from the Nested Essentials dies. So you can see this little banner cut, and the Nested Essentials dies has all of these going. So this would be the second smallest, so number 2 out of the 4 as far as size wise that way, from the Nested Essentials dies. And this I'm going to stamp on with my Pebbled Path ink pad. And let me just pull out my Stampin' Pierce mat because it's a photopolymer stamp set. And I kind of want to stamp it a little bit down because I'm going to have that ribbon go across the top. So I'm just going to kind of put it right there, like so, the For You. Kind of like that casual cursive tone on there. And this I'm not going to pop up because I want to slide it right underneath there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive with my seal adhesive here, and then do exactly like I said here. Just kind of center that knot there and have that coming down like so. And I kind of felt like, okay, I could leave it like this. This doesn't have to be a guy card, but kind of tends towards that. And so many of you say, oh, I love it when you do masculine looking cards, because we're always looking for something for cards with masculine. I ideas. Thanks, Pam. Yeah, I love it when things come together nice and easy. And so because of that, I wasn't sure what should I add for an embellishment and such. And without making it seem too girly, especially we've already got a little bit of ribbon, I'm like, you know what? I think I can add some just basic rhinestone jewels, and that won't take away from the card, but it could add just a little bit of specialness to that pretty paper. So with the rhinestones, you get the majority of the smaller size, which I do tend to use the most, and then a few medium size and a few large of the rhinestones. So I'm just going to take one of the medium size ones, and I'm going to snag that one up there that's trying to scoot off my paper. Oh, that one is kind of scooted off. Otherwise, I feel like they are going to scoot off. They're still adhesive, so I'm going to grab those and complete my card. I don't know what makes them run away, even though they're still sticky. So just adding that, I feel like just really helps to complete the card, keeping it away from the deer so that that kind of still stays kind of visual effect there. And then for the inside, like I said, the layering leaves is so perfect for sentiment. So I'm just going to ink up the So Happy to Celebrate You with the Pebbled Path ink pad on the basic white. And this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 for a nice inside insert. And then that deer from Grassy Grove that I talked about. So I'm just going to ink that up. And perfect. So hey there, Carol, thanks for joining in. I have 4 brothers, so I'm just like, oh, I should make 4 of these right away. And I know I always say that, but it's amazing how many times I need guy cards, and it seems like my brother's birthdays come and go, and where was that card that I was going to make for them? I use it before their birthday comes up or something, but I do have one of my brother's birthdays coming up soon, so I might have to just save this, like put it right in my calendar. Oops, just kind of giving that a better score because it looked just a tad off or a little bit crooked. So like within minutes. Oh, Carol, you're from Connecticut. Wow, we've got people coming visiting my live here from all over the U.S. That's great. Thanks for joining in. All right, so there we have it. Quick, easy. So happy to celebrate you. For you. So that's kind of in general, you can, whoops, I was trying to get my camera turned around. Could be a birthday card, you know, thinking of you, anything like a celebration type thing, which is always nice to have on hand. You can add to it. So there you have it. That is card, or I should say project number 3 out of the 6 from my Fairmont Community Ed class. So I'm enjoying catching you up for those that aren't able to make it to my classes. So I'll sign off for now, and just know that I'll be back when I can with projects 4, 5, and 6 yet. Thanks so much. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.